Okay, we have a 5 kilogram block that is sliding down a 30-degree inclined plane. The coefficient of kinetic friction between the block and the plane is zero point 0.2. What is the acceleration of the block? Okay, so we want to write down our knowns. So we have a 5 kilogram block, and the mass of kinetic friction is 0.2, and we have an angle, a 30-degree angle. We want to find acceleration. The next step we want to do is we want to write out our picture, draw out our picture. So this is our incline. We have our block that's sliding down. The forces that we have acting on this block is we have the force of friction, we have force of gravity, the weight of the block and gravity, which is the force of weight, and then we have the normal force acting up. And I believe that is it. So let's write out our net forces. Actually, let's break up the x and y component of this weight force. Make some space here. So we have the force of weight, and then we want to break it up into its x and y. This is our angle, 30-degree angle. So this is opposite, which is sine, and adjacent, force of weight, cosine theta. Okay, so our net forces, let's do net forces in the x direction first. So we have positive force of friction and minus the force of weight sine theta. This is equal to mass and acceleration. And then we want to do our net forces in the y. So we have normal force, which is positive, and then we have the force of weight cosine theta, which is negative. And there's no acceleration in the y, so that would just be 0. So we can actually just write this out as normal force is equal to force of weight cosine theta. And so we can solve for normal force. We have all the information to solve for that. So normal force is mass, gravity, cosine theta, which comes down to mass is 5 times gravity, cosine 30. Pull out my handy dandy calculator. Normal force is equal to 42.48 newtons. So we will use this information here, and we'll use it to solve for acceleration. So frictional force, so let's solve for the net forces in the x. So we have frictional force, which is mu k, normal force, minus force of weight sine theta. And we'll divide this by mass to solve for acceleration. So we got mu k, which was 0.2. So 0.2, and normal force, which is here, 42.48. minus force of weight sine theta, which is 5.81, and divided by mass, which is 5. And that will give us acceleration. Give me 1 moment. Divided by 5. So acceleration is equal to negative 3.21. So the acceleration of the block is negative 3.21. Thank you for watching.